We are in a great big airplane hangar adjacent to the Van Nuys Airport. This is the Valley Relics Museum. That is to say, the San Fernando Valley Relics Museum. They have quite an interesting collection of stuff. They also sell our books. But anyway, Yakima Canutt. And here's the Westerns. This is really nice.
Gibson.
And they also have a Burbank Dawn sign. The other one is in the Burbank Historical Society. But NBC Studios Light. There's a Burbank artifact. Very impressive. Oh, it's Welk. Definitely worth a visit. Definitely worth a visit. A lot to see here. Look at the 1960s, 1970s bikes hanging from the ceiling. And all the signs. Wowee. Johnny Rockets, well, that's recent. Oh, look at that liquor sign. That's interesting. Oh, look at this. Jeffrey's Barn. Here's some Burbank stuff right here.
That's cool.
Jeffrey's Barn. Jeffrey's Barn. Very impressive. James J. Jeffrey's hat. Wow. And here's what you got when you won a boxing match at the Jeffrey's Barn. You got a certificate of victory. This hat was worn and owned by James J. Jeffries. Look at this. Roy Rogers and Dale Evans Museum, Victorville.
There's a great picture there.
There's all of this neon. Holy cow. There's an Opel GT, the Palominos sign. Wee-oo, an A&W root beer sign, DeSoto liquor.
Starlight Bowl from Glendale.
Oh, is that what that is?
I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Merle West Rug Cleaners. Golly. Look at an old Baskin Robbins sign. Valley. Tiffany, Ben Frank's. I like that Mustang sign. Phil's Diner. I wonder where that. Oh, Vandy Camp's Bakery. That's very familiar. Pioneer. There's an early Big Boy Bob.
Yeah.
An off-model Big Boy Bob.
Look at the sign on there too, right there.
Yep. Mel's Drive-In. Where was Mel's Drive-In? Why does that look so familiar?
It does, but I don't know.
The White Horse Inn. Oh, there's a skunk. Look at the big old country squire. Look at this tank.
West.
What?
The gas sign on the corner.
Yeah, 29.9 cents a gallon for gas. Holy cow. Look at this one. Nudies. One of the Nudies vehicles. And a 1977 pinstriped Camaro. Disco 77 license plate. Very impressive. Oh, it's got a T-top. T-top Camaro. Type LT. I have to finish documenting this Camaro. The rear end. You know, it's hard to believe. I remember seeing those all over the place back in the 70s, but it's such a rare and unusual sight now. The other interesting thing I see, and you see it as well, the Jack in the Box. Okay, so interesting fact about the Jack in the Box. So you drive up to one of these, and the thing is, what most people aren't aware of is there's the speaker, but there is a 1/4 inch, let's see, guitar
That's a
jack. Has it got it?
It's made up, the box.
Oh, the box isn't, yeah, okay. I understand. Anyway, in the real ones, there was a 1/4-inch jack on the side. And one time I pulled up and I plugged a microphone into it and I gave my order, and I must have blasted everybody in the place because I could hear my voice about 4 or 5 cars down. That's what happens if you plug directly into jack. Bonus burger. Lunchbox. Adam 12. Some car thing. I don't know. Auto race, whatever that is. I had the Batman and Robin one. Casper the Friendly Ghost. Get Smart. Flying Nun. Flipper. Flintstones. James Bond. And from Uncle, The Munsters. Hogan's Heroes. Peanuts. Star Wars. Snoopy. Roy Rogers. Dale Evans. Roadrunner. Laugh-In. The Rat Patrol. The Gemini Space Capsule. And the Wild Wild West. And some bicycling thing. Look at the grin on their faces. That's just weird. Magic muffler. And these tacos. Ices, which was an inferior version of the Slurpee.
Yep, more runny.
Helms. The Helms truck. And here's a partial bicycle collection. Here's a Schwinn Fastback with the 5-speed shifter. It does not have the ram's horn steering handlebars. It has the banana seat, which is in good shape. And here's another Schwinn. This is the Apple Crate with the, once again, the stick shift and this shock absorber, which I had in the front of my Schwinn. I didn't have that tiny tire, I had a regular tire. That's the Apple Crate. Motorcycles here. I mean bicycles. Oh, Thrifty Ice Cream. That's from the 80s or something though. That's later.
I had that.